Well, hey everybody, I haven't been doing a lot of videos, but the chute freight's been really up and down, real weird. So this is just a set of parts racks. This is for General Motors. And because I only have 6, we're able to fit everything on the bottom rack, on the bottom deck. Everything seemed to be just fine here. Single strap, because it's up against the bulkhead. Each one of these is new manufacturer. I've been sitting outside, so they're, I probably got a little rust, here and there, but these came from Michigan down to Kansas City. So, and it paid all right. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it's just fine. So this is the only part I wanted to show you because of the rear piece and the requirement of having a couple of pieces of securement on the last piece is what I feel is right. So don't worry about it. I mean, I put a 2-inch strap on here and it's angled to the front. I didn't have any choice. That's just the way it is. And because of the length of this piece here, it kind of stuck out. But don't worry about it because it's a securement device. It's not the load, so it's not considered oversight. The whole thing is I just always tied my extras up like this. I mean, it sat right there. Didn't go anywhere. I just tied it in on itself. Everything was fine. They come right up to the edge for the most part. And we'll just see what happens. But the thing is, when you get hours that are not known and you don't really have a phone number to call and ask them, shipping hours or receiving hours can be a little bit different than what everybody thinks. So I got here and they're only there from 0600 to 1300 for receiving these kinds of loads, because it is an open deck trailer and everything like that. So it's all good. And I just wanted to show you guys. I mean, they're not really high and you can't really throw anything over it because it's just going to cause a problem. You don't have to worry about any of this grading material being too sharp. I always put my fingers on it and I check for any welds that has a razor edge or anything like that, missed in quality control, because it would cut a strap. But none of that happened. Everything was tight, and because this strap applies a little bit of forward pressure, it pushes everything into the bulkhead. And I think I gave a couple of clicks on the winches on the way, and that's it. I just wanted to talk to everybody about this one. It's pretty quick. I'm sorry. If I have anything unusual, I'll do my best. I had a load that you'll see. It was just simply fire brick. Well, the stuff coming back was really simple too, but it was just 20-foot bars, 8 inches in diameter of aluminum billets. And I had a round trip of 5,200 miles. And I was pretty happy to get those. That helped the bills for the week or the month. And then I sat for some days when I got in Michigan. Nobody wants a step deck up there, for crying out sake. They're trying to switch everything over to Conestoga. Well, it's summertime, people. If you want something covered, ask about tarps. That's why we have them in the first place. But nobody would book anything with me. So I'll avoid Michigan for a while. I'll stay out of it. It's just the way it goes. Well, we'll show you one thing. Truck's idling. I'm just doing my cool down. I moved my condenser. It was up there. I think I included part of it in the last video. But everything has worked perfectly. I had it professionally done. I basically took and just put a couple of self-tappers in the wall and a couple of bungees to hold it to get to Billings, Montana. The guy was $1,000 less than what Thermo King wanted to do the same job. Or maybe even close to $1,200 less. That was their estimate, and I thought they were just ridiculously gouging people. It's like they're thinking I must be some huge deep pocket corporation. I'm not. I'm just one guy. That's it. It's worked perfectly. It's going to have to work great today too, because the mirror temperature says 109. It's probably only 101, 102, because it's usually a few degrees higher. But it's like, damn, I'm here to tell you, Missouri soup kitchen. Here we go. I know what that's like. Been out here many, many times. I'm actually in Kansas, but Toto. But, well, hell, look at there. I mean, I forgot. There's Kansas City. That's how close it is. So, that's it. Well, we'll see you guys on the road. I'll keep trying to knock them down and do the best we can.